Well, hello folks, welcome to episode 4 of our first season here at Burnley, our beta save for FM22. It was all going very well, wasn't it? But on this channel, we tend to like a bit of a struggle. Yeah, that's right. We've gone on a bit of a run, a traditional custard profit run. I think you probably find the dictionary definition of this. It's not been too terrible in that we haven't been smashed by any teams. It's just we've stopped scoring goals, which isn't particularly helpful. We've also been up against the best teams in the league, so that hasn't helped us much. Let's just have a look at the schedule. So we left off after that Leicester game, after the 4 wins on the trot, and it was all looking very good. It was our first points dropped against Leicester, and we had a difficult run of games coming up. We were going to play Manchester City, Liverpool, Tottenham, and Chelsea in the next period of games, with only Leeds being the... did I mention Liverpool? Yeah, with only Leeds being the slight improvement within that. So, predictably, away at Manchester City, we lost 2-0. But we did hold out for the first half, and actually for half of the second half until De Bruyne got himself a penalty. It was a penalty. And, I was hoping for a penalty save because I've not seen one of those yet, but we didn't get one. And then Jack Grealish, 4 minutes later, sealed the win, but we held on and we didn't do too badly. I thought we were all right. Didn't create much, but we limited the quality of their chances quite significantly. We did, and I got criticised heavily for this. I didn't play what's his name? Chris Wood. So because I thought we were playing the next game against Manchester City at home in the Carabao Cup. I don't know why I prioritised this, but I thought, well, we're not going to win away from home, but maybe there's a chance at home to do that. And actually, he did score an early goal, but then seconds later, Ferran Torres got himself a goal, and Mahrez got a later goal. We were in this a lot more. We created a little bit more, but it's hard against City. Like the talent that we have is significantly worse than theirs. Then home against Liverpool, I thought maybe let's try and be a little bit more defensive, just try and hold out for a draw. But Van Dijk scored relatively early on, and we limited their chances, but just struggled to make our own chances, which was frustrating. So yeah, you can see not great average ratings throughout the team. Then away against Tottenham, this was actually not too bad. They scored 2 early goals and they were 2-0 up. We were creating 1 or 2 chances. Then Chris Wood got himself another goal. I mean, he is basically the only thing keeping us alive at the minute. But then it all went to pieces in the second half with a very, very early goal in the second half from Harry Kane, and then Ashley Westwood got himself sent off. So that wasn't great. So we were on a bit of a downer at this point. So I decided to put in a friendly. Let's get the players a bit happier. We won 4-1. Pretty pleased with that. Some great performances throughout. We did lose Dale Stephens, but I think it was worth it. And followed that up with a 0-0 draw against Leeds. I'm going to be perfectly honest here. I thought Leeds outplayed us. They're doing well this year, and I was pleased to get a point out of that. First half, they were much better than us. It was much more even in the second half, and we did have 1 or 2 chances to maybe take the biscuit, but is that a saying? It's a saying, but it means something completely wrong, doesn't it? Ignore me. And then finally, we just played Chelsea at home. We equalised, 79 minutes gone. We were all right in this game. We did actually create some chances. Mason Mount scored early. Then our Finnish elderly gentleman, Eremenko, did really well. We played him in an attacking midfield role, just behind as a shadow striker, and he popped up and got himself a goal. And then we just give away a stupid penalty, and Lukaku puts it away. Lovely penalty, and a little frustrating. So we get to this point, and we've dropped down to 12th in the table. But then you think about it, well, was I expecting to get a point against Manchester City? No. Against Liverpool? No, they're top of the league. Against Tottenham away? No, I wasn't. Against Chelsea at home, not really. Leeds, that was the only one I was hoping to get points out of. So whilst it's disappointing this run, and we could have drawn someone else other than Manchester City in the Carabao Cup, and that would have been nice, and it would just made it all look a bit better. I couldn't have expected too much more. Now, we had this last time in my Crystal Palace, and it completely derailed us. So hopefully we've got now a much more friendly run of games coming up. Away against Brighton, Brentford, Southampton, all of which are struggling in the league. Oh, Brentford are doing well, bloody hell. Newcastle at home, who are 6th, and then Wolves at home, who are 17th. So there are points to be got out of this, and we're starting with Brighton today. And they're 19th, so they have yet to win a game. So there is a chance here of taking maybe, possibly, some points out of this. Hopefully, at least let's give them a game. Okay, this is what we're going to go with. A very similar team to what we've had out before. We're going to have Wood up top, of course. McNeil and Goodmanson are left and right. Brownhill, Cork, and we're playing Uramenko, as he got a goal recently, as our midfield three. Taylor, me, Tarkowski and Laird across the back line with Pope in goal. Fingers crossed we can at least be a little bit more creative against a Brighton side who have not started particularly well. Right, here we go. They're playing a slightly more attacking formation than we are, but let's believe in the formation that we've got. We'll encourage them, and I'm going to start on a balanced approach. Let's get into it. Ball out to Laird from the goalkeeper. Nicely done. Laird into Uramenko. His passing. This is a bit of an issue in terms of us. Our passing, we are seeing quite a few loose passes, which could be down to exhaustion, perhaps. But maybe we need to do a little bit more work on the passing. Oh, that was lovely. Was that onside? It possibly wasn't. It was a lovely work move. But the question is, was the guy who scored that, was it McNeil? No, he was offside. That's a real shame because we played that well. Let's have a look at this. So he heads it in here. Ooh. Was that because Lamptey was off the pitch? That's harsh. That is so harsh. How would he have known that? Not happy. We have been buggered by the rules there, but here's Cork. And Tarkowski has the ball. He's just going to play a simple ball over to Ben Mee. We're going to attack down this left side where we are more dangerous. Through ball maybe? And it's Wood, and it's a goal. We're 1-0 up. That's what we like to see. We've not seen much of this in the last little bit. It has been a struggle against these better sides. We have to do a lot of work, I think, to get this side anywhere able to compete with them. But it looks like they're going to have their own chance here. Webster running down the middle of the pitch. I played it back. Dunk. He's a possible signing, isn't he? Decent centre-back if we need another one. Probably quite expensive. Oh, Trossard. They've got decent ball through. And yeah, that was well done. And lovely goal from them. Hard to stop that. I mean, yeah, they were centre backs were in the right place, and maybe the striker just got away from Tarkowski, but yeah, can't really say much about that. But kick-off highlight. We're going to have a lot of goals in this game, aren't we? But 1-1. That's a lovely ball into Goodmanson. That's a lovely ball across, and it's McNeil. Oh my, Dwight McNeil absolutely ran the length of the pitch, well, half the length of the pitch, and just was in the right place at the right time. It was brilliantly done. Great ball through from Uramenko, and that's what you get with someone with good passing and good vision. Keeps it in, which is the important thing. Easy to put that one out. Finds McNeil at the far post, and there was no stopping that. Not going to score an easier goal today, is he? Well, we're fairly quiet after that, as you can see. Very, very close on the XG. We're yeah, we had those 3 chances within a few minutes of each other, all leading to goals. Looks like we had a decent chance towards the end as well. We didn't see the highlight for that. So, yeah, good first half. Pretty pleased with that. If we can hold on, I'll be even more pleased. Well, a very ineffective team talk later. Here we go. Let's encourage the entire team at the start of this. Looks like they're looking a little bit tired. We're looking a little bit tired. Is anyone's legs going to give? Ermenko, that's who you want to have it. And it's Ward. Plays the easy ball through to Goodmanson. Is he going to find someone? He doesn't. He plays a rather poor ball back to Laird. Cork. It's Laird. I mean, they look. Oh, he could have scored. He really would have nailed his place in the team if he'd scored there. Well, McNeil's looking tired. I think we'll make a change there because he has definitely been somebody who has struggled a little bit when he's looking a bit tired. Where should we go? Maxwell Cornet is the player. I mean, he's been the big disappointment for me. He's come into the team in a few positions and not done well wherever he's played. Right, a couple of changes you can see. Connor Roberts and Ashley Westwood on for Ermenko and Laird, who both of whom have had good games. And that is it. A really, really pleasing 2-1 victory for Burnley. In the end, XG-wise, they had it, but we took the lead and we held it. Good game from Wood. Decent game from Goodmanson and a good effort from the defenders and goalkeeper as well. So some really good stuff in there. Pretty damn pleased with the first half, and the second half we did enough, and that's all I can ask for. So after that really difficult run of games, we've come back with a victory, which is going to be so important. Let's see what that does to us in the league. So here we go. What that has done is not a huge amount. We've moved up 1 place ahead of, I guess, Everton. So that's pretty good, and we're only just out of the shouts for the European places. So that's pretty nice. We're 8 points ahead of Crystal Palace, who are in the bottom 3, or the top team in the bottom 3, and we've got to play the likes of Wolves coming up very, very soon. So that should be interesting. So we just had a news item saying our 6-match run of matches without a win has come to an end, which is great to see. Tough old game next up, and it'll be interesting to see how Brentford come out for this, because they're surprisingly high in the league at this stage. But yeah, we'll see what happens. I think we'll come back probably for one of the home games here. I think either Everton or Villa look a good shout. And then we'll kind of move forward a little bit. Maybe something like the Tottenham game straight after the January transfer window. We'll talk about any business that we've done there in a couple of episodes' time. It's 104 days away. Anyway, folks, that'll do for me. Another nice victory for us with this Burnley team. We're doing all right, mid-table. Can't really complain, and we've gone through the really tough patch of the season. So glad that is out the way. Admittedly, it's going to happen again, but we can't do much about that. Anyway, folks, if you have enjoyed this episode, please make sure you hit that like button. Please subscribe if you are new, and I'll see you for the next one. Goodbye.